What's up and welcome back. Welcome to my video diary about making an album. This is the third episode, and in previous episode I went through why I won't be using drum samples. And in this episode I will show you my preferred option for that. And also I will take you for a spin in this room. This is the music room where all the magic will happen. Or hopefully all the magic will happen here. So, buckle up your seatbelts and I will take you for a spin. Okay, welcome to my room. So, on the left side you will see my guitars, or most of my guitars. There's some mess. There's my drawers, which are also full of mess. And there's one of my guitar amplifiers, one of my synthesizers, and there's my bass guitar. There's my MIDI keyboard, and with this MIDI keyboard you are beholding the most professional keyboard stand. It's made of empty cardboard boxes and covered with this smooth canvas. Okay, and there's my desk with all kinds of thingies on top of it. There's my speakers, my screen, my computer is beneath, and I've got also one of my microphones on this desk, and underneath is my rack of thingies. So there is my interface and one of my recording chains. There's another one of my recording chains in that 500 series rack. Some guitar pedals also. And in the corner, I know this is a bit sad vision. I had a proper keyboard stand which had like 5 shelves on it, but that keyboard stand was so big. It was a huge one, and it was positioned right around here in this white space of death. But it was so huge that this whole room felt like 2 times smaller, and it's a small room enough already. So I sold it. I sold my stand, and now my synthesizers are very conveniently tucked away in this corner. So whenever I feel I need or want to try something out with one of my synthesizers, I probably just won't do it, because it's a pain in the ass to try and get one out of there. So there's my acoustic guitar, my main acoustic, and there's one of my guitar amps. I think this is going to be the one I'm gonna use to record the guitars for this album. And now the main revelation we've been all waiting for: the drums. This is my drum set. Now I can hear you saying out loud, what the f is that? Well, it's this Lota percussion drum set a lot of percussion. It's a Finnish company, so they're my homeboys in that sense. And this is more like a, well, what I don't know what they call it, but I think it's more like a percussion type drum set. It's got this cajon type of a kick drum with its own kick drum pedal, and it's got this well, wait a second, it's got this wooden box as a snare, and it's got snare wires in it, so it sounds pretty snarey. And then we have this crasher, which I think sounds more like a thrasher, and one cymbal. So very basic setup, very humble. I don't even have hi-hats here, but I basically use the corner of this snare drum as a hi-hat. But yeah, that's the one I'm going to be using to record drums on this album. And yeah, it sounds pretty decent. I think it's definitely its own sound. Of course, I'm not able to mimic any 80s stadium sounds with this, and I don't wanna. I want to use it the way it sounds, and I want to respect that sound. So this is going to be the main proportion for the sound of this record. Yeah. Okay, what else? And there's some acoustic dampening material there on the walls. There's also a triangle-shaped bass trap in the corner, which I think works pretty well. Well, all of these combined I think works pretty well because the sound of this room is pretty controlled. And there's also lots of, should I say, shit or musical equipment. There's some guitar amps. Most of them need some kind of servicing, if I remember correctly. There's some of my electronic projects. There's some percussion items. And underneath all that crap you might find more guitar pedals. And what else? Oh, there's in that bag you can find my Ian Pace signature snare drum. It's a pretty good snare drum, and I'm using it as a door stopper. So it's a handy one. Yeah. Oh, and there's another acoustic guitar, but this is I mainly keep this in Nashville tuning. But yeah, that's my room, and there's also this acoustic cloud over the listening/recording position, which helps quite a bit also. So, nothing special and a big mess, small room. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good slogan. Big mess, a small room. Cool. Yeah. And that was my room. So, as you saw, it was pretty small, humble, and messy one. And that's a thing I would like to change in this room, the messiness. And the messiness comes from the fact that this room also serves as a storage room for me. So whenever I'm acquiring stuff, and I'm acquiring lots of stuff because I like to experiment with stuff, like with different instruments or different equipment, then I need some place to put them. And I have so much stuff I'm not currently using. So I'm just keeping them tucked away somewhere. So it gets quite crowded easily. But for an example, these synthesizers, I really hate the idea of getting rid of them, even though I'm not using them now. But I hate the idea of getting rid of them because they are pretty hard to replace, because they are pretty rare synthesizers. So that's one of the reasons I haven't been able to get rid of them. And that's why they are waiting for better days, so to speak. But what's your experience? Please leave a comment and tell me about your music making environment. What do you love or hate about it? That's something I would really like to know, in what kind of situations other people are in. And I think that's it for this episode. And in next episode we will be diving into the deep end of drum recording. So finally we are starting the recording process of this album. Yeah. But please, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give me a thumbs up so I don't have to cry myself to sleep. Yeah. Cheese!